kick it away first. He'll start the return inside his 5. He's able to work his way on the return up to the 23 before he steps out of bounds. From the gun, give on the inside. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass. Got his man on the right. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35.
Well, it's a great job by the quarterback there, understanding you're being blitzed. You know you're not going to be able to hold on to it very long, so find the back. Get it into his hands quickly. Let him go pick up the first.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. The pocket broke down and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
Spins away from the defender. He'll go out of bounds right at the 40-yard line as his offense continues to show great patience. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And it's hard to imagine starting a game any better than this defense has. 2 sacks on the opening drive of the game. Something that they pride themselves on. If they get you in these types of situations, they can pin their ears back and get after you. They've got multiple guys that can be a factor when it comes to rushing the quarterback. You're seeing that very early here in this game.
Motion from the wideout. Go, go! Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9. Just barely picked up a yard, but that last completion, it's 2nd and 9. Williams on the play fake. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Well, defense wasn't fooled on that pass play. Great job by the defender knocking it away.
3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Here comes the option. He'll pitch it. Finding some room. He's at the 40. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, UCF! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
They call it the option because there's so many options on the play. There's so many things they can do. The defense did a good job taking away the quarterback, but man, they lost track of the running back. Great blocking. Running back takes it all away for the huge touchdown.
And the extra point is good. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Going with the ground game left. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
To the air on second down. Firing to the right, complete. Oh, what a cut! They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. The Tigers come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. To the air on first down. That's caught. It's Moore. Oh, sweet feet. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a first down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this QB already in the first quarter has taken some serious punishment. Got sacked a bunch, got hit a bunch. He's been targeted a lot. This offense needs to find some answers before we're going to be looking at his backup playing some serious snaps.
And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Even though that pass was incomplete, I wouldn't be shocked if this defense in the second half decides to play some deeper coverages. This offense has already shown they're willing to be aggressive, and they've got a lot of speed. Moving forward, this defense cannot afford to give up big plays in the passing game.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of this spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Converts on fourth down, still going. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Memphis coming to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Second down, he'll throw it. Deep shot for the end zone. And that one's going to be batted away, incomplete, and we have played one. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the right. There is nowhere to go. He has stopped, and it'll be fourth down from the 23. They converted fourth down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. The Tigers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. From the shotgun, the inside give. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Might be calling a hot route. Keep it on the ground. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it on the run. Can't Quite crossed the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Memphis picking up the tempo. A first down run in the red zone. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Bring in the heat. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down. So they're on the 1-yard line. The incomplete pass on 2nd down. Maybe you just try to drive it in on the ground this time. Keeping it on the ground on 3rd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half.
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
And he makes the extra point. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Throwing, Williams. Pocket breaking down. And down he goes.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
The Knights now with a long way to go to pick up the first down.
Here we go, ready. 129, 129. Go!
On the ground, it's Jackson. Maybe a crease. Makes it past the marker. In the plus territory, they stop him at the 46, and now this offense can really attack.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you could tell the speed sets them up, makes the big play out to the left.
You get a play like that, and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be first and turning it on. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Knights. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And that's exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Looking for daylight from inside his 20. He'll be stopped on the return right at the 30-yard line and helps out this offense a few extra yards in field position. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Fires to the big fella. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. Memphis wants to move quickly.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Gets it to the back. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Oh, the sweet spin, and he's free. Nothing but green grass down the middle. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for two, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. 22. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, all right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
They feed him again. They didn't even let that one get started as they stuff things up in the middle, and the clock winds down here late in the 2nd quarter.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
The Knights going to go ahead and call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The last 2 runs went headlong into a brick wall. Now 3rd and 10. Here's Williams to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking downfield on 1st down. Can't find a receiver, and down goes the quarterback. A sack to punctuate this first half. Memphis about to boot it away to start the 2nd half. Let's see what he can do with the return. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? First drive of the 2nd half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the 2nd half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the bet.
Might have a chance. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain.
I can imagine at half, this defense was like, all right, we've got to stop the running game. He's gotten too many yards. What do they do on the first drive now? They give him the football, and he makes another big gain. This defense has to find some answers. They got to wrap him up. They got to get him on the ground. They can't keep getting gashed.
There he goes. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
And this defense, man, they've got to find some answers. They've been less physical than the offense. They've owned the line of scrimmage. They're running the football, putting a drive together. All right, now in the red zone, field shrinking. How do they handle this situation? Bring more bodies, be more physical, be more aggressive.
The Knights will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion.
Ready, go!
Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
And these plays are so hard to stop. You're giving your elite speed guys a chance to get to the edge in the most crowded part of the field. So it wasn't a home run, it wasn't a touchdown, but you like those little positive gains that makes the next down more manageable, and you like getting your playmakers in space.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Running inside. It's Benjamin. No gain on the play. They tried to run for it, and that defense was ready.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
The Knights need to pick it up on 4th down. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, the offense is penalized. Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. The pull and throw off the RPO. Touchdown, UCF! They take the lead here in the 2nd half. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback may change this route. Back to pass on 2nd down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Pulls it in down the sideline. Down inside the 35. Stopped him at the 34, and what an electrifying play. They think there's room to run to the right here.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
They bring him down, but not before he picks up a Memphis 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the give, looking for room. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Got him looking run, he wants to throw. Takes the easy completion. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. That's the end of the quarter, and UCF has the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the 3rd quarter stats. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. It's complete. He's got enough. It'll be a 1st down. They've got it at the 12. Memphis picking up the tempo. From the gun, running back gets to give. He almost punched pushed it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. And this is the chance for this offense. A first and goal, fourth quarter, trying to tie the game up. Nothing doing. He is stopped short of the goal line.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carry.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they...
Scores on the sneak. The Tigers are back on top. The extra point here would tie the game. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the fourth. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finish the deal with the quarterback sneak. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He's out of bounds at the 27-yard line, so a couple extra yards of field position for this offense to start. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Tie game, fourth quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. Quarterback will keep it. Oh, he's got some space. The 40. Brought down after the huge gain, gets this offense set up at the 27. They dialed up the perfect call, splendid execution. Now they've got it threatening. First and 10 from the 27. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press cover. There's a crease. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
Explosive offenses aren't necessarily air raid offenses, right? Sometimes you can just run the ball and pick up chunks of yardage, and you've seen that now on these last two plays. Really great job by the offensive line. They're a road grade up front.
Got some room entered to the goal line. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. And this offense can just about taste taking the lead in the fourth quarter, but you do want to be careful not to score too quickly. Touchdown, Knights! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And he tacked on the extra point. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. In front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on first down. Flips it out to the back. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down.
And this offense, they got another positive game, but I think they're going to have to start pushing the ball down the field a little bit. Got to make some plays. That clock is not your friend. You got to speed up, maybe work the middle of the field a little bit, but make sure we get first downs, and the rest of the time work the sidelines.
He's taking a deep shot late in the game. He's got it for a big play. Find some room. Touchdown, Tigers. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. The Tigers are back on top.
Really nice touchdown. Now it's decision time. Extra point will catch you to OT. Do you try to win it right now with a 2-point play?
And they are a mere extra point away from tying this game. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the fourth. That drive, a great example of just how potent this offense can be. 2 plays, 80 yards, give them the touchdown. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. First play of the drive comes from the 22. The run inside. It's Benjamin. Breaks into the open. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
All right, you're at a point in the game now where you've got to go. You need to get down the field and score points. I'm all for running the football, but in this part of the field, you now got to start kicking it into overdrive, start taking some shots and gaining up some yards.
On the run, it's Jackson. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Not much time left, but the offense has a shot to end this one in regulation. DB's right up on the receivers. Now on the move. Could be an alley. The 20. And he's finally down, sliding in safely after the huge pickup. Memphis calling for a timeout, their first of 3. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. The Knights trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. Running the red zone, it's Jackson. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. Timeout called by the defense, 29 seconds to go. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Going for the goal line. Touchdown, UCF! And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
And how about this offense, man? They knew they needed to execute. Great play calling, great drive, put it together. Now you got a chance to go up by 7 late in this ball game, and then let your defense go on the field and seal it for you.
On the run from inside his own 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to throw on first down. Dumps it to the back. Working that left side now. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Tigers will hustle to the line. Looking to throw on first down. He wants a big play here late. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
And, man, this is a tough spot to be in as this offense. And the defense is so deep, and you wonder if that's why they threw the ball underneath. But, golly, with the clock where it is, you have to get...
Trying to beat the D deep. Ball falls to the turf. The final pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for this one. Scoreboard operator got a workout in this one. Fun game for us to watch, but they can't come up with the W.
Yeah, and it's a team game, right? The offense did their job, and now defense will have to find a way in the future to make better plays, get stops, and stop them scoring so many points, especially when your offense does their job.
And we see a lot of games like this in college football when both offenses are just trading blows back and forth, and it just comes down to which defense can get a stop. And unfortunately for the losing team, they just were not able to get it done.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis, saying goodbye, everybody. a live look at Carter Finley Stadium in Raleigh, North Carolina. No home field advantage in this one, just a great stage for a neutral site showdown. It's the Penn State Nittany Lions and the Jacksonville State Gamecocks. Reese Davis along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. We'll hear from Holly Rowe in a bit down on the sideline. And the Gamecocks headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air. It's Maiava. Quick strike complete. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. The Nittany Lions want to move quickly. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
Yeah, and third and short, it's a great place to be for an offense. You've got the whole playbook available, and they choose to pass. The defense did a really good job playing the pass, and fourth down now is decision time for you.
The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3-and-outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4-and-out if they don't convert. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Still on his feet at the 45. They make the stop, but not before. He gets enough to convert on fourth down, and rolling the dice pays off. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Out of the backfield, he's open. Turning it on. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. The Nittany Lions have their offense in high gear.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Looking to throw, it's Maiava. Here's the pressure. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target. You can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Brown.
And as a quarterback, when you're facing man coverage, you've got to find your best one-on-one matchup. That receiver did a tremendous job. Quickness, changing direction, out of his break, able to create separation. There was no question the quarterback was going to target that receiver on that play.
They'll come to the line for the 8th snap on this opening drive, facing a 3rd and short. Good pickup there. He gets enough for the first down.
And I feel like the option is a play that this guy can run in his sleep. He's constantly making the right decision, so I love it here. 3rd down, you're putting it on him to do the right thing. he had to keep the football there. The defense took everybody else away. It was open for him, so he was able to just pick up enough to keep this drive moving, keep the sticks rolling.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Wants to fire on second down. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Penn State! Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. 75 yards on the touchdown drive. And they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Pressure coming. It's complete. There he goes. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. The Gamecocks come to the line in the hurry-up. Hand off from the shotgun. There's some room. Got enough for the first. Touchdown, Gamecocks. He got a step and just dusted the field. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners. When he kicked it in gear, he got the long touchdown.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Wants to throw. It's Mayava. Complete. Turns it on in midfield. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Under fire. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. And we take a look at how these quarterbacks are doing so far. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the second quarter. The Nittany Lions with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Looking to take a shot. And he'll pull it in inside the 20. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Got him outside. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. And they take it in for 6 more points. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stopped short of the goal line. From inside the 10, here he comes. And the returner will be brought down. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Caught behind the line. It's Hunter. Oh, he's got some space. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. He'll do it himself. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. And the Gamecocks are in the hurry up.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't...
Maybe some room here. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
After giving up that big shot defensively, how confident are you calling that coverage again? You're now on your own end of the field, and now your backs are against the wall.
Breaks the tackle. And he stopped right there. No gain on the play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll send the back in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the right. Not in lockstep there with the receiver. They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's cut. Motion from the back. On 4th down, looking to pass. Makes the grab. And they get him down short of the first down marker.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Back to throw, it's Maiava. Rushes on him. Quick completion on the out. Crosses the 40. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down.
And that's why, for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. That's reeled in. It's Reynolds. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Back to pass. He's going to take off. Might have gone into that slide a little early, and he'll be short of the first down. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. They'll try to get it through the air. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Takes it the other way. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. To the air on first down. Here's a heat. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover 1, man coverage, and did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage, you jam them, and it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process, and that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT.
And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. You get that turnover and you try to punch them hard immediately on the first play, and they come up with a big gain.
And when the defense is running on the field, you are thinking sudden change, sudden change. When they create a turnover, a lot of times offenses want to be aggressive. They were, and they get rewarded.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Back open in the middle. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give them a first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Trying to escape and get it himself. Hits the slide, got the first down with his feet.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
Fires left. He's got an open man. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. Timeout taken here by the Nittany Lions. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The option look. And maybe a wise move not to even try the pitch as he's knocked down in the backfield. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Driving its way all the way down to the 3-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Zings it complete to the right. They get the timeout called here and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. Should be time for just one more play here in the half, so they'll go for it on 4th down. Snap it to the back. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Penn State.
This offense looks like they're in a rhythm. Whatever they've been dialing up here in the first half, they've had a lot of success with. You saw it on that last drive here at the end of the second quarter. Scoring a touchdown, they're going to be difficult to stop in the second half. The defense needs to start making adjustments.
Back to pass, it's Mayava. Past the line of scrimmage. He's into the end zone, and what a way to end the half. A touchdown, a 2-point conversion, and that's how we'll go to the break. Just about set to get this second half underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Jacksonville State's offense comes out ready to start this drive. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 positions.
Caught, and he's got room. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Gamecocks want to crank the tempo. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Fires to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle, it's Lee. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Gamecocks come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Looking downfield on first down. Oh, they're after him. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Henderson. How about picking up tough yards like that as he gets to the 22? And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab on the left. Headed to the end zone. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Jacksonville State. Getting set for the point after.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Find the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Scanning the field, it's Maiava. Quickly complete. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4. The completion picked up 6 yards on first down, now 2nd and 4. From the gun, running back on the move. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
And, man, you got to love the way the defense just took this field. Like, offense scores, cuts into the lead, and they had some juice, some energy flying around.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Catch and he's free. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
And the Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. Running inside. It's Lacey. Got enough for the first. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Nittany Lions want to pick up the tempo. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires deep toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. They are backed up. Defense smelling blood as this drive starts at the 5. Give to the back. Pushes forward for a pickup of 3. They'll mark it at the 8.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimum gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Got it. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. Picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Offense changing the play. From the gun on 3rd down. On target. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. Offense staying on the field there and hurry up, looking as if they'll go on 4th. Trying to keep the drive alive. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Wants to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Hunter. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Looking for a chunk play on second and short. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
So what do they have for third and short from their own 23? They'll try to run for it. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They pretty much have to keep the offense on the field, and they'll get right to the line of scrimmage. Trying to get it to the marker. And he will not get there. How about this defense stopping that run short? Great place to start for this offense. They want that clock to run. There's a little room there. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Penn State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There were a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Makes a move. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. They're going to open this drive with a pass. On the move, he fires. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
And we talk to teams week after week and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but...
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. The Gamecocks in the hurry up.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
They're dealing with a second and long. He might want another play. They just keep firing. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. And the Gamecocks have this offense rolling. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to run it. And he's brought down after a nice gain on the play. Give him 7 on that one. And now we've reached the 2-minute timeout. The Gamecocks with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. He'll take a shot. He's got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville State. The Gamecocks with a response and a touchdown of their own.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
Takes it it inside his own 20. Chance for great field position here. He's out of bounds at the 31-yard line. Maybe another step, another block, and he gets more, but the offense will take over there. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Wide receiver going in motion. The give to Caden Durham. Got a little grass. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing, you need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
The Nittany Lions will try to run off the clock in the final minute. Motion from the wideout. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. The offense set for a first down play.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It can happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
The run inside. It's Lacy. Hey, he's got room. Defense will use a timeout. 22 seconds remaining in the game. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. To throw, it's Mayava. Fires to the big fella.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy late in games that you know you can trust. Game on the line. Just need to get one first down. And Palmer, they can run it. They can play it safe. But they give it to their dude, and he delivers.
And that's a play that they can run in their sleep, too. Something they practice all week long, and they carry it in their playbook each and every week. It's a good play call because you're dialing up something that all 11 guys know in the back of their hand, and they go out and get the execution needed to win this game.
You know, there's no real reason to panic when you think about it. When does panicking ever really happen?